can always hope so anyway.
Yeah, I always can hope so.
All right. So, in theory, such as it
In theory.
is, I should be live. I'm going to verify that.
It was pretty good there, Lloyd. How was yours? I hope it was good.
Let's see what we got going on here. Looks like I might be live as well.
Is it live or is it Memorex?
Oh, it's totally Memorex, dude. Hold on, let's see. All right, so I am streaming for those who are watching on OBS per all of your freaking recommendations, Paul, Lloyd, everybody else in the channel.
It's a little low? How about I just, instead of turning it up, do this? Is that better?
Get a little closer.
Get a little closer.
With Big Red.
Get a little closer.
Oh, jeez.
Yo, what? I want to get closer. Take it down and you're going to get a dozer.
Oh, no.
When I go through your street, take it right down because I knock you off your feet, yo.
He probably thinks this is good, too, so you guys just humor him.
It isn't good?
Well, it's good for something. I'm not going to say what.
I forgot you Texans. Ding 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 ding.
Oh, by the way,
clack clack bang bang bang. Hear me go and sing. Woo!
I have not watched Yellowstone yet. But
oh my god.
But I did start that new 1883 or whatever it is.
1883.
It's the prequel to Yellowstone. They shot most of it in Fort Worth. I think they're on episode like 4 now.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
You need to watch it.
Yo, bro.
Very Tombstone-like.
So there's a prequel to Yellowstone, hopefully still made by Kevin Costner.
It's exactly the same. Apparently, from what I understand, having not seen Yellowstone, but from what I understand, it is how that family got to where Yellowstone actually is currently. Like from the Old West, though, how they went west to get there.
And it actually, apparently, they weren't as crazy back then. They were, I can't remember, because you'll see in an episode later on, I think in season 3, where it goes back in time.
Okay.
With some natives and stuff on their land. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I was shocked. Let's just say that. I was really shocked that he did what he did.
Okay, I'm going to pretend like I have no idea what you're talking about, because I don't.
That's a good thing.
Oh, by the way,
what I would do.
I have been also binging, just since we're on this topic, I have been
potato
binging.
Chips?
No, potato chips are good. Raspberries, no. I have been binging on Game of Thrones. Have you seen that?
I've never bothered to watch it. I tried at one point and just went on to something else.
Bother to watch it. It gets better as you go, but it is the most complicated dude soap opera you will ever see in your life.
I know there's lots of nudity.
There's definitely some yes, and they are not shy about it.
So, no, did you watch the new season of Witcher yet?
No, I watched the first season. It's really not. It's okay.
Okay. There's a new Game of Thrones coming.
What?
The Witcher TV series. The first season I thought was really good. The second season is taking quite a... I don't know. It's gonna get better, I want to say.
Right.
But at this point, I don't know. Well, I guess I should share this out to people's... Let them know, hey, come watch me.
Yeah, tell them quit screwing around. I shared it out to everybody that I normally do, but it looks like we're starting off a little slow here today. Lloyd, I am streaming from OBS per your suggestion.
Which, Lloyd, thank you for suggesting.
Yes, for reals. I'm liking it so far.
There's so many more features and so many more things that you can do simultaneously. There's so many more different add-ons and pages you can create. It's so much better. Excuse me. Oh, give me a breako.
It is. No, seriously, you're right. It's actually pretty damn cool. It is actually pretty damn cool. Now, I as far as functionality, it looks like it's a lot more functional. I'm able to set up windows exactly the way I like them, which is really cool. because that way I can be
Absolutely.
monitoring it all right here instead of having to have it behind a window over here. So it's pretty cool. But and the other thing I really like, oh, Paul, this is one thing I
Oh,
really
me.
like, dude. Um, I like the fact that the chat window comes up and I can see it. And on that note, I owe you a massive apology
Why?
because last week during the game stream, you
Yes.
sent a super chat that I never saw. I never saw it. And that is the first super chat that anybody has ever sent me in any game, anytime ever. So
I feel hurt from that day.
I
Uh,
felt hurt too. I was like, oh my God, this is because it caught me off guard. I was like, what the hell is that?
I was sitting there going, he ain't freaking seeing it.
You're right.
And then I asked in the thing, did everybody see that? Did it actually work? And they're all like, yeah.
Well,
I'm like, oh,
that's
okay.
the other reason. Okay, so we're talking about the difference between OBS and XSplit. Because of the way this was streaming, I had to have XSplit on this screen, and I had to have the game running right in front of me, which meant that I had to keep the stream up over here on the right. So to see the chat, I had to keep going like this and looking away from the screen. But in that game, a couple of times, it's pretty intense. So you were trying to keep up with everything going on, and you didn't take your eyes off the game. So, yeah, we learn something new every single day, and that's the first thing I learned is OBS is definitely better. I mean, and I don't know why it took you this long to understand that. I've been telling you it for weeks, Paul. You've been ignoring me, but now you believe me that OBS is better. Why were you trying to keep me on XSplit, Paul and Lloyd? Both of y'all trying to keep me on it.
Did he just like reverse everything? Because I'm pretty sure, just saying, that I told you to go to OBS a long time ago.
You guys, all you did. Yeah.
And I guess here's another question. Oh, Yoda. The legend.
Legend?
I'm drinking the legend.
Legends of Tomorrow.
Hey, Nazir. What's up?
Who?
You what?
Okay, I'm going to pull up your stream over here too so I can see who is talking to Paul, but not me too. Hold on a minute here. Lloyd, you want to hear something weird? And Paul and I were talking about this. It was really strange. So, hang on, let's see here. Live podcast.
Something weird? Do you want to see something weird? Me drink the legend.
Nothing that starts like that. Nazir the Bizarre? Nazar the Bizarre? Is that what it is?
Bizarre. Nazir the Bizarre.
Nazar the Bizarre.
Wait, what? Did I miss something?
No. We were joking around about it. In the last podcast that we did, there was one comment from anybody on either channel, and it was Daedalus. Nobody just calling to say hi or Happy New Year. I sure hope you don't get hit by a truck. One comment, and it was Daedalus, and that's the only person that commented on the entire podcast. Isn't that weird?
And that was only on his. I had not one comment after. Everybody, all their comments go live, and then when it got to the show being over, I didn't get, hey man, that was a good show. Hey man, right. You're ugly. Hey man, you're retarded. Hey man, why are you even on the TV? Hey man, I gotta stop watching YouTube after seeing you. My eyes hurt. All kinds of stuff like that. That's all I was expecting anything, but nothing. Not a thing.
Thought so.
I heard crickets when I went to it. Crickets.
200. Steve just told me that the new Game of Thrones, they're making a new one, is going to be set 200 years in the past year of the dragon.
Some more porn.
See? Lloyd finally said, Happy New Year. I hope you didn't get hit by a truck. Well, thank you, Lloyd.
See, that's all we're expecting.
I did get hit by a truck. That's why I'm so beautiful.
Oh, you want to hear funny? You guys said that? I flew down the stairs yesterday after I broke the banister off the wall.
You flew down the stairs, like flap your wings down the stairs.
I am in so much pain right now. You guys have no idea. I was going down the steps, come down to my game room. and I guess my socks decided to slip on the carpet
Oh God! Bam! Bam!
and
Bam! 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 Bam!
on my ass and my back
Oh
all the way down.
God! I could feel that.
I,
Oh, ugh.
you know those cast iron things for the railing?
Yeah.
I snapped that off and pulled the railing down, trying to grab it to save my ass. And this is not good for me because after having my car accident, all that did was put me in a world of hurt. Not even so much, it hurt then, but now it's worse, right? Because it's the next day.
Right.
And, oh,
Dude,
man.
this happened yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, so
last
get this.
night.
A lot of, well, most of you guys don't know this, but I was actually out of town doing deinstalls at movie theaters, pulling down networks and computers and stuff. And everybody that's on my channel has seen this knife, and I use this all the time. This is the one that I use for all of the unboxings and all that kind of stuff, right? And I've had it forever. Well, get this. I'm cutting a zip tie, all right? And yeah, I know, cutting a zip tie, and my dumb ass had my hand underneath it. Look at this.
A dumbass.
I chopped a massive hole in my finger. Fortunately, I've been soaking it in Neosporin and all that, so it doesn't even hurt now, thank God. But that was like, I heard it hit the bone, clack. And my wife goes, "Are you going to go to the doctor?" And I'm like, "No, I'm a technician. I've got duct tape and paper towels. That's all I need." And that literally, I
yes,
made a
yes, red,
bandage out of
green.
it. Yeah,
Red, green. I hope you look them up after. Black and white, black and white, black and white, and blue all over. You're
yeah.
damn right I am.
That's right. That's right. Oh my God.
My
Yeah,
my hip on the right. Oh my God.
that was insane.
That was a bad hit.
Yeah, you
But,
of all people don't need to be taking any spills on your ass.
No, I'm in enough pain. Like it's like I'm being punished for something I did somewhere in the past. For sure.
Yeah. Hey,
That guy up there. If that guy up there is real, he got a problem with me.
Oh, you're just playing.
Yeah, he's just playing. I'll just trip him today.
He's like the kid with an anthill with a magnifying glass. Watch this.
Yeah.
But hey, listen,
anyway, guys,
I
hope you guys had you like my camera?
Yeah, it's much
angle?
better. You don't. It doesn't look like you're 5 from your chest up, looking like this. You're at a good angle.
Mommy.
Duct tape for the. Oh God, duct tape for the win. Broke my nose. Wait a minute. Broke your nose. Payback. What?
Oh. Okay. So
You
there's a
win.
story. There's a story. When we were kids, we built this like snow ramp in the backyard,
All right.
and we were fighting over the sled. And he was at the end of the ramp,
Okay.
at the high part. So what I ended up doing was I said, "Oh, you want it?" And I slammed it right into his face and broke his nose. Yeah, it's a true story.
Steve, toilet seat and super glue. That's a good combination.
Yeah, I've been super glued to the shitter before.
No, actually, that's not my favorite. But if you want to do the real prank, that's when you lift up the toilet seat and you put the saran wrap over it and then put the toilet seat back down. That's the best.
All right. Okay, Steve, so we'll call it oh yeah, don't tell mom or I'll hurt you. Yeah, that was that part too.
Yeah.
I might have been a bit of a jerk when I was a kid. And you can now take gratitude in the flight of stairs. There you go.
It's all washed out, Lloyd. It's just a little swollen, but it's okay.
Oh, he's got a little bobo.
A boo-boo. What's going on, beat down?
Beat down? Where the beep is beat down? Now, beat down is nice enough that he actually wished me a happy new year in a comment on one of my videos today.
Nice. Well, hey, listen,
Yeah.
on that. Well, yes, he did for me too, as a matter of fact. But, okay, all right. Speaking of the last videos, all right, both of us had pretty interesting last videos. Can you guys agree with that? So he was out there farting around with the 3D printer, which is a passion of mine. I love 3D printers. And
Yep, he beat down.
Was firing that new pepper ball gun. And if you guys haven't seen that one, Paul, that sucker looks real.
That was the video I was about to watch, and I can't remember what happened, so I have not watched that one video yet.
Man, I won't tell you anything about it. Let's put it this way. It's so badass that Lloyd instantly sent me a message and said, "I want one. I'll be there tomorrow to pick it up." So wait till you watch it. Yeah. It's
All
pretty awesome.
right.
It's the sickest one I've tested so far, and you know how much I like the Burna. I still carry it. So
So, guys, make sure you watch his
yeah,
channel on that
that's
video.
right. And
And yeah, so the 3D printer thing, that was actually asked about a lot since I did the put together video of the unit, and a lot of people said, "Hey, how do you do a manual bed leveling on that printer?" So that also works with every printer,
yeah, it
pretty
does. It
much.
does.
Yeah,
And one thing about it, guys, is that auto level. If you get any printer with auto level,
that one has it.
you don't you use it, but then you have to go back in and get it perfect. And the paper method is the best way. The way he did it with regular paper, that's the best way to do it. But once you get good at this, eyeball that first level. If you hit the first level, your print will be perfect. So get down there eyeball level with it. You'll be able to see a little light, just a little bit of light underneath it, and watch that first level. What you're looking for is called the squish. And I don't know if you mentioned that in the video or not. But
No, I was just talking about the leveling and getting it to work.
yep.
I'm thinking about doing another video on issues with head heights,
Yes.
because if you leave, my understanding now is, from my knowledge, is if I leave the thing on plus 10, instead, like there's 0.1, 1, and plus 10 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you leave it on 10, it'll actually come down and be 10 off what you left it at, and it'll print in the air.
Yes, it will.
So you want to have 0.1.
Now, will that ANET printer, will it allow you to adjust it while it's printing?
No,
Okay.
and that is the problem. That is a problem.
FL Suns and Ender 3s, you can make minor adjustments while it's printing. You can literally adjust it by 0.01 and bring it down to the level if it's printing too high.
Okay.
Another thing is you got to, and the biggest thing about 3D printers that nobody ever replaces is the freaking print head. That brass head, if you print abrasive PLA2 or PETG, it'll literally eat away at that hole. And that'll give you the worst uneven prints, or it'll pull it and the back end will curl up and tail. So, yeah, that's another thing you got to watch out for. That's all good.
So, and that's true. Like, I have a full kit of,
those
print heads.
Yep.
Yeah. Because you're going to, I've owned this printer. I've probably done 15 prints on it, and I've changed the print head just to have it,
Perfect.
because it was still probably being decent, but it's one of those things where it's kind of a regular and they're cheap. They're really cheap.
They're dirt cheap.
So
and the whole box was like $6 or something. So,
and that whole video stemmed from this. And I don't know if anybody's going to quite guess what this is, but this guy here is for an up-and-coming video on a mod.
It looks like a CF slot.
You're extremely close, but it's smaller.
So like micro SD?
It's an SD slot.
Right, okay.
Okay, so there's a board that screws right into here, and it was really funny, because I ordered the board. I'm not going to take it out or anything and show you guys what it is. I'm hoping you guys don't see enough of it when I keep moving it like this. And
it's one of those. Let me tell him.
Yeah. So what it is there was no hardware for that board. And I'm thinking, well, how the hell am I putting it in the system? So I went onto my forums for 3D printing, and lo and behold, tons of different brackets to print for it. If you wanted a bay, if you want it. But see, I want it so I'm able to access it from the back and change the operating system. That's all I'm saying about this video.
You're going to run
That's all I'm saying.
You're going to run a full OS off of an SD card.
Full OS off of an SD card, and all of my specific gaming.
See, now, if we had a good sponsor, like, I don't know, SanDisk or something like that, this would be such a perfect time to say, well, then I hope you're using a... But we don't.
Who do I end up getting all the time? Kingston's.
Kingston's? I always get SanDisks.
Yeah, see, it's not that I prefer them. I like the ADATs myself, too. What it is my supplier gives me a break on them. So I think the 64 if I'm right, I pay $5 maybe.
These guys are pretty good. SP.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've actually had pretty good luck with theirs because that's a 256 that's actually a 256, not one of the scam ones. So,
Yeah. That's right.
But
And that's something you got to watch out for when you're buying SD cards.
damn right.
For sure.
Steve, that
So
glow
yeah.
work on that pistol is so badass. He just noticed he put in there it has recoil. It has recoil, dude, and it is awesome.
It's sounding awesome. Hey, how do I only have 2 likes with a bunch of people watching me?
I only have one.
Really?
Yeah. But that's all right. That's all right. Love is not.
Oh, 3.
There's 2. Love is not being dispensed equally.
Love is not being dispensed equally.
Oh,
There
man.
we go.
But
There you go.
But I do like oh, by the way, guys, I will be streaming again after the podcast, and we're going to go into part 2 of Happy's Humble Burger Farm. If you didn't get enough of that delicious burgery goodness,
Leather.
we're going to do it afterwards. Yeah.
The burgery goodness.
The burgery goodness. That's right.
That kind of scares me.
It should. And we're streaming on OBS tonight, guys, so I'm hoping that will alleviate all that weird occasional all the time video lockup that was going on. I have no idea what that was about, but hopefully this will take care of it. We'll know here shortly.
Okay, so well, and just a reminder, this is going to be a really cool video.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, like just the idea that I had to 3D print a part is cool enough.
Yeah, I had to do that
Now,
for that Vic 20 mod.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's all kinds of parts out there. I didn't even think like something like this. I didn't even think was going to exist. And then I'm like, wow, right down to the board manufacturer I bought. Unbelievable.
Well,
apparently, what I'm doing is somewhat popular.
Well, and if you
That's
go
all I
on
can say.
Yeggy.com, YEGGI.
Yeah. That's where I get it.
Best 3D. It's like Google for 3D images. Anybody out there? So
it is amazing.
And I actually have a creator thing on there too, and I'll upload stuff occasionally when I'm bored and I'm doing something in Tinkercad. So
Tinkercad.
Yep.
So
good boy. It better not be.
This is so last year we had a stream, episode 6. Like it was so last year, and
so last year.
Yeah, and I can't believe that a year later we're on episode 7 for the first episode, and I'm just absolutely shocked.
I know.
And
how dare
I'm like,
wait
wow,
an entire year, dude, a whole year to put that.
I know.
God.
And we are sorry.
Yeah.
I swear you.
Well,
we are sorry that it took a year, give or take a week, to put up another episode.
But
anyway, what I want to say is Happy New Year, guys. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being you. And I will be me. And I think he will be him.
I will. And I'm also going to tell your mom that you hurt him.
Oh.
Sorry, dude.
I don't even know if my mom knows about that.
She will.
Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool. I'm one of your I visit your mother excursions. You're coming to Canada?
Oh yeah, we don't want to start into your mother thing. Come on, we'll leave that one alone.
Your mother's so no. Of course, we all know Betty White has passed away. I just want to say that's terrible. I want to be a conspiracist on this one because
I know
there was nothing wrong with that lady. And she had a booster, and now she's dead.
I know. I've heard the same thing.
All I'm going to say. That's it. But anyway, guys, I just find it really odd. There's a little bit before her birthday, too, and it's so sad. That woman should have and would have hit 100, and it would have been a monumental thing for her. Yeah. And only 10 days prior to that, she was actually on an episode of something. She was filming, and there was nothing wrong with her.
Yep, you're right.
So... yes, rest in peace, Betty. Absolutely. I mean, who doesn't remember her through anything? For me, it was the Golden Girls.
Of course it was.
But moving on, everybody will know her through every generation because she's been in every generation.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, rest in peace, Betty. We all loved you. You were a funny woman. Absolutely. And full of life, even at 99 years old. You know what I mean? She was full of life.
Oh, yeah.
So nobody thought she was ever going to die. Yeah. Nobody thought she'd die. So
Well,
I'm going to be conspiracy on that one, but that's it.
yeah, my wife is a huge Golden Girls fan. In fact, to this day, she still watches Golden Girls like
Thank you for
10,000
being a
times.
friend.
Beatdown. I have made objects that are. I've got an extended FL Sun that's about, I don't know, a little over 3 feet tall, and you've got 3 feet of height, and you've got
What
probably,
he's saying is he's created some of these.
yeah, big ones. But I've made gigantic prints on that one before. I had a guy that actually contracted me to make a rocket, an RPG from World War II.
That's what
And
he calls it, a rocket.
yeah, rocket. Got a red rocket. But no,
That's a nice hammer you printed there.
speaking of hammers, I've done a full size Thor's hammer too, and I did
Oh, there you go.
I did it at 100% infill. It took 3 rolls of filament and 9 days to print.
Oh my God.
Yep.
That had weight to it.
It weighed almost 7 pounds. It was a very, very cool thing. And
Yeah.
like as soon as it came off the printer, there was literally a guy standing there like, I'm buying it.
Wow.
So,
That's ridiculous. Hopefully you got good money for that, because filament's not exactly
I
cheapest.
sold it to him for $100. So I figured it was $60 in filament, and the printer was working for 3 days. That was fine. And I was going to leather wrap the handle and all that to make it look like real, but he wanted it so bad, I just let him have it.
I think what my friend does now, I have a really cool friend / customer down in Nova Scotia, so getting to the east coast of Canada. And what I believe he does, he charges $5 an hour of work. So if the printer is printing for X amount of hours, he charges $5 an hour for the purchase of the product.
I bet the people want some seriously light density. Because when 3D printing, it's never about the size, it's about the density.
It's how you use it.
You can have a gigantic object, but if it's at 5% infill, it's going to print super quick. So, but then again, you can have a small object like Paul, and it'll take longer to print.
Did you talk to my wife?
No, I just said you just printed that little object. See?
You
went there. You went there,
is
Paul.
Small.
You did it. I didn't do it. You did it.
But if it was bigger, I wouldn't have been able to use it right.
Oh, man.
See?
You can beat
just
down.
saying.
Yeah, you can make weapons on it. It's I've actually made a full size butcher knife for my Michael Myers costume. That was pretty cool. Yeah, you could probably make you make any props you want. If you use an epoxy, that crap glues together forever. So
I make my video card stands are made from 3D printing with AMD right in it.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and they're pretty cool. They work really well. And they even have a little screw down if you want to screw them down.
Lloyd is plugging himself over here, Paul.
What's he plugging?
Lloyd said I went and dug out all my model trains, and he's going to do a model train set around his entire room, and he's going to film the making of it. I actually kind of want to see that.
Come on, ride my train and ride it. Yeah, give me a solid. Okay. In other news, though, AMD had made some pretty big announcements,
and so did Nvidia, guys. This was a good week. Look, we can hate them, but okay. Look,
yep.
We can hate Nvidia all we want to, okay? But at the end of the day, there is a reason for that. I know I'm not a big fan either, but just for giggles, let me maximize this for you. We're talking about an RTX 3050 starting at $250, guys. That is the equivalent. Actually, it's a huge bump up from the RX 580, but it's got DDR6. The cores are running 3 times faster and at $250 on the pre-sale. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So,
and then AMD answered back.
Yeah.
With the RX 6500 XT at $199.
Well, how much RAM's on it?
$199.
How much RAM?
That's a great question. I got to go look at that. Give me 1 second.
You would think that a computer tech of your experience would have known the answer. Now, while you're looking that up, they also announced the release of the new flagship GPU, the RTX 3090 Ti. Now, granted, every one of us will be able to shell out $2,000 friggin' for it, but it is 7% faster. and they're building this around AI tasks, guys. So I'm thinking we've got some cool VR stuff coming. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
And what about AMD's new 3D chips?
Well, it's coming. It is coming.
It's coming, and it's coming now. It's coming now. It's coming very now. Shots fired. You're going to get, okay, so with the Ryzen 6000 series, you're going to offer a huge generational uplift, of course, of 11%, a single-threaded, and 28% multi-threaded. Now, for the in-between, though, we're going to have Ryzen 5000 3D. So they're called like the 5800X 3D. And they're going to basically whop what Intel just put out in the in-between, but they're going to fit your DDR4 board and go in 470s and 570s and whatever, 500 series and 400 series. So AMD's making sure they're still going to give you some hardcore performance and allow you to go backwards on your boards.
And not charge you out the butt.
That's right.
Yeah.
AMD decided that DDR5 is out of reach right now. Why put out the 6000 when it's all based on that? Now, saying that, what does the 6000 series come with? Or I should say, I guess we'll call it 7000 series that are coming in 2022? What? Yeah. In 2022, you're getting AMD Ryzen 7000 series that can... wait, how do I say it again? So you're going to have RDNA 2 video cards built in, and you're actually with 12 cores, and it actually supports what? Ray tracing.
If we get it.
We're getting it.
No, they're going to
all the processors.
We're going to get it, but will we get it? Because we're still in a massive chip fab problem right now.
Right, but AMD promises every single new processor are APUs with RDNA 2.
Wow.
Every single one of them. You know why they're doing that, people? AMD is listening to this video card problem. And they're making sure that one way or another you can buy that kick-ass processor you want and still have good video until you can get that video card. Because they know moving forward, we're still going to have a problem. We're still absolutely going to have a problem.
You think they're going to drop a new Vega?
I don't think so.
If they dropped a decent Vega now, something that's up to par with where we're at, then it would probably be right in that NVIDIA's level of performance. What would it be now? So you went from the 7, 9, 11, it should be like the Vega 13. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But here's something interesting. That RTX 3090 Ti only requires 1,000-watt power supply. Only 1,000. You have to have it to even consider running it.
Did you hear about the new the new Intel? 1,300 watts in the test.
And that's
1,300 watts. The card drew.
Yeah, do the math on that. You're going to have a massive power supply. You're going to have a PC that if you leave it on 24 hours a day, it's probably going to cost you $15 a day to run it.
Oh, it's going to be disgusting. Sorry if I'm not reading anybody's stuff right now. Let me see if what I missed.
Yeah. Oh, and
challenge John to a wrestle match. Absolutely. Hurt and all.
Yes, we're down.
Absolutely.
That's right. We're down.
You know what? Our wrestling will have to be an online game, me against him.
Ooh.
And then what we can do is if you donate, you can actually pay us to screw up.
I'm going to lay the blue screen of death on his ass, man. It's going to be great.
So he's going to whip out his Intel.
Bam!
It's Intel time. Okay, give me 1 sec here. I'll tell you what we're getting in the AMD. So, the 6500 XT for $199 has 24. So it's a Navi 24. It's going to be, of course, your low end. It's coming out January 19th.
Yeah, but we're not going to get it.
I'm going to try and buy one.
Well, I'm going to put it's like the NVIDIAs. I'm going to put an order in because, okay, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get all kinds of hisses like a bunch of cats out there. I'm going to put an order in for 6 of those RTX 3050s because I want to build another mine. And if I can get 6 of them at $250, I know it pisses people off when you say that.
He is saying it right out loud.
But for $1,500, you could build a pretty decent Bitcoin mine with that. You probably, my guess is on that card, just reading over the basic specs, you're going to get, with 6 cards in there, 20, maybe 250 to 300 mega hash. So you'll be able to pull in at current Bitcoin prices about $200 a month, which means you could pay off the entire rig in 6 months at this rate if it didn't go up again. So,
nice. Now,
might be
sorry.
something to think about.
So there is a issue, of course, going to the low-end video cards, and I'll explain. Huh?
You better correct his ass.
What?
Look what he put on your chat. Held for a review. They held it for a review.
Oh, I'll show it.
Are you sure?
That's weird. You'll pay me to what, John?
That's exactly what I said when I read it. I was like, what?
Okay, that's some weird shite right there.
I'm starting to worry about him, man.
I have to change the subject and get back to reality because that's weird. So, the 6600 RX is coming out. That one will have your 8 gig of RAM and so on. I think that's out now, right?
Yeah.
The 6500 XT is 16 CUs instead of the 28.
Right.
But it has 4 gig of RAM with an infinity cache of 16.
They released a card with 4 gigs of RAM.
This is something I'm a little puzzled about too. And later in the year, now keep in mind, it's only a 107 watt card.
Yeah, but
that's it.
But it's still 4 gigs of RAM.
It outperforms the 1660 Super.
Right.
Right? And now the 6400 RX, the RX 6400 is coming out. RX. So the 65 is an XT. The 6400 is 12 compute units.
Yeah, Beatdown thinks that's pretty funny.
So that 6400 is probably what they're putting on the RDNA 2 chips.
Yeah,
because it's got 12 CUs, right?
Right.
And that's identical to what's in the RDNA 2 APU. And the 5500 XT is still talked about with 8 gig of RAM. Yeah, the 5500 XT is still talked about with 22 CUs. Now, it's not a bad card, but the 580 pretty much kicks its butt. At the time, pricing-wise, it wasn't smart. Now you could probably get a 580 for a lot more, so the 5500 comes back in a normal place.
If the RTX 3050 really drops at 250, if it does, and it says on January 27th, if it drops at 250 and there's actual stock, the price on 580s is going to fall through the floor. So there's another good reason to buy 580s and use those for Bitcoin mining. But this is a lot of ifs. There's a plenty of slip twinks the cup and a lip. And that is, there's no way. There's no way.
Here's where I disagree with John on this one. And that is because I do not think the 580 at this point is going to drop for any reason because there's not going to be enough. Even if you can get 3050s,
that's what I
and
just
even
said.
Even if you can get 6600 XTs or 6500 XTs, because that would be your 580 equivalent. Okay, right. That's exactly what that is. It's probably going to outperform a 580, as 580 is comparable to a 660, technically. So that being said, I don't think there's my British heritage, that we're going to get any relief on video cards till mid-2023.
Yeah, Lloyd, I thought the same thing. He was asking, he wondered if it was a typo for dropping at 250, but it isn't. I actually watched it. They were talking about, the one he's talking about, the AMD, they're talking about bringing out at CES this year. And I'd love to make CES. I don't know if I'll be able to or not, but if that drops, there's just no way. It isn't going to happen. It's not gonna. I can't even buy freaking raspberries right now, much less a $250 decent gaming machine.
And that's just it, right? Like even the 6500 XT at $199, we're not going to see them below 500.
No, we're not, and that because
we're not
going to be sold to the retailers. There's no way around it.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, in Canada, so $199. That's American. So in Canada, we're looking at $300 for that card.
Yep.
I don't care what anybody says.
Yep.
They do a screw you over Canada inflation. So the card should be $249. Maybe, just maybe it will. But we'll never see it below $349 retail. And I would say closer to $500 by the time, because each company's going to do something different, and we're probably going to see some RAM stacking or whatever the case is. They'll say, oh, here's the 6 gig version, or here's the 8 gig version, and you're going to whop you with a $100 bill just to double the RAM.
Yep,
I can see it coming.
I'm sitting here looking at Amazon right now at RX 580s, and you're going to pay on a 4 gig card $500. On an 8 gig, they're anywhere even higher. You guys can see that now. That's
and they're not going to drop. We won't see any dropping till the end of, I say, the beginning of 2023.
That's what I'm heading to. That's actually the advice that I've been giving my client, is to hold out until the beginning of 2023. Well,
yeah, it's a tough one.
If we get lucky, and there are 2 chip fab plants that are actually being built here in Texas. If we get lucky and people start to ramp this production up, which is what needs to happen, and we can clear this bottleneck and get rid of that douchebag. The elections turn things around, maybe. Then
you mean I can say it because I'm Canadian? Biden is a dumbass.
Okay, you can say that. But if
hey, Geometry Wars, buddy, thanks for coming in.
If we can get some stuff going and get some production going again, then maybe we'll see this happen. But it is, we're way behind. Like, any factory that's starting up now is going to be a year and a half behind. Hey,
there's no way.
Where do you see Geometry? I don't see him.
Well, it's not about that. Geometry's over in my area because Geometry knows that the LGH team is... Actually, you're part of LGH team. That didn't make sense. Geometry, why haven't you said hi? Oh, that's creepy.
Geometry? Better watch yourself, buddy. I'm watching you.
And he has salt guns.
Oh! Geometry, you need to watch that last video, dude. That gun that I just did a demo on was badass, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, he shot himself in the ass. It's a really good watch.
You'll shoot your eye out. I have a crazy feeling that Lloyd might be posting a video with one of those real soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did Lloyd launch his YouTube channel yet?
Lloyd, did you get yours off the ground? I know he had it, but it was kind of raw. Just a bunch of driving around stuff. But I think he was working on... He hates editing. Who doesn't? But yeah, you ought to, dude. It's sick. It was one of the best ever. But I got more... Paul, I got one coming up, dude. It's so funny.
Bro, it's been a while, man.
Who saw
There are only old people in American election. Yeah, you're right.
Trust me, you're not the only person. No, the problem is that the young people we have in there, like AOC, are complete morons. So you have to... You think with age comes experience, but in his case, age came senility. So, yeah. I'm sorry. Let's get off politics.
Yeah. Politics can put us here for a long time and get nowhere.
Yeah, no kidding. Xbox merch? You sent out Xbox merch?
Dig in the Xbox merch. Oh, he's seeing the Xboxes behind me, the hat, the light up Xbox thing behind me. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, must be.
Did I just get sponsored by Xbox?
That would be cool.
I didn't.
If you did get sponsored by Xbox, that would just further prove that you're a dirty console peasant. But that's okay.
Wow.
That's okay.
You do know that I play Xbox PC Game Pass, right?
Yes.
Right? It rained too much, so I'm not online. Oh.
Really? Yeah, exactly, Steve. What does that mean, Kit? Where did it rain? Where are you at?
Yeah, where are you? You in BC somewhere?
You mean like back in the old days with dinosaurs?
No, not before Christ.
You said BC. I heard BC.
I meant British Columbia. I think they had some flooding and issues.
Oh.
Do any of you guys use Linux?
All the friggin' time.
He does a lot. I used to a lot. I'm thinking about going into an Ubuntu machine. Ubuntu. I'm thinking about running Ubuntu again. Mainly because Ubuntu is actually pretty good, and it can take a normal PC user and not really lose them so bad.
Everything written for one of these little guys is done in Linux. So all of the commands are in Linux. The OS is built in Linux. I've had to force myself to use Linux. To top it off, my day job, all of the projectors that interface with the players use Linux. Nobody uses Windows for that crap. So, yeah. So I've had to force myself to learn Linux. It's pretty easy.
No, I not dox myself.
Yeah.
Ubuntu
is great for web development. Beatdown wants to know what game at some point we're going to be playing together. It really depends, Beatdown. Do you want to see us cooperate or something, or you want to see him stomp my face in a first-person shooter, or you want me to see me whip his ass in a real-time strategy? I don't know.
All right, you know what? I want you guys to comment below today and after the stream. And what we want to find out then is what you want us to see head-to-head. Do you want me to stomp him like you said in a first-person shooter?
I'll tear him up. Oh, sorry.
Do you want me to stomp him in an RTS?
You don't even know what that stands for.
Real-time strategy.
No. You thought it stood for really totally slow, which is what you are in the first-person shooter, so that's okay.
This is becoming a war. Yeah. So, guys, comment below and let me know what game you want to see us go head-to-head on, and we'll set up a live night for that, and we'll figure it out. So, RTS is the genre. First-person shooter is the genre.
What else?
I don't know if there's really anything.
Or we could do a co-op survival game. There are a lot of those out there.
Or we can do a co-op survival game or something.
You do any of those kind of games?
Not really, but you could. Or we could throw him in Fortnite and watch his ass get splattered.
Fortnite.
Jeez. Okay, let's plot together. Plot together online. I'll play any game. Bring it on, LOL. Okay, we didn't mean for you to play it or anybody else. If you want to see us destroy each other,
you better watch out, Steve. I happen to know for a fact that Paul's a brother beater. He'll get you.
Yeah. I'll beat you like I did when you were a kid. Oh, that's not very nice.
Don't tell mom.
Tell mom and you're in fart night.
Fart night. Yeah, I'd have to agree with fart night. Yeah.
Fart night.
I've never been very good at first-person shooters. I mean,
You know what? I got an option. Do you have Cold War?
Yeah, well, I've got Warzone.
Ew. I hate Warzone. Because if you had Cold War, well, Cold War is the actual game, like the one you bought.
Okay, so what's the difference?
Well, in Cold War, you can do proper online. You don't have to have storms. But what I was going to say, like me and my buddy, Jeff, we tend to go in and play either a zombie thing together, or we'll play against bots on hard, like the hardest.
Okay.
So these guys are like, they see you before you even know they're there. That's how hard they become. It becomes a little more unrealistic to people. So I play that way to train to go and play real people because the bots see you when the real people really can't, right?
Okay.
So you got to be on your toes. And that would be a good game to we can be on the same team.
Okay. Hang on, I'm checking to see how much it is on BattleNet here.
Killing bots.
$60 on a first-person shooter?
What is wrong? What happened to Jeff? You should have him on special guest. Yeah, I would like that. He's actually, guys. We need to pray for him. His family. He's got COVID. His wife got COVID, and now his little boy possibly has COVID. And Jeff is having a hard time with it. Even his text today was basically, "I'm done. My body's done. I'm going to bed." And that was like early today. I've been checking on him every day. I feel horrible. Like I've been sick. Like from the last podcast, I was sick, but I feel rather okay now. The odd time my nose gets clogged.
Right.
And of course, if I go get tested, they'll call it COVID, so I don't want to bother.
Anthony, we're looking at a
The,
game that we're trying to figure out a game for Paul and I to play together or against each other. But if we're doing a co-ops, he wants to play.
yeah, I hope they get well really soon too.
Yeah, he wants to play Black Ops Cold War, which I just don't know if I want to shell out $60 for that. That's not really my style of game. It's not something I'll ever play if I'm not on there with Paul. But might be kind of fun to do. Yeah, and I'm sorry to hear that too. COVID's a nasty bitch for some people. Most people, it's a cold and you shrug it. But then there are others.
And that's exactly what it was for me. Yep. A cold and I shrugged it. My daughter, my wife, everybody, we all had something recently. Because this little shit Omicron thing they talk about is stupid. Yeah, I know. Try rebadging the cold, why don't you? Spreads like wildfire. Try rebadging the cold, why don't you? Anyway, we're probably getting demonetized because of the, government census.
I'm downloading BattleNet and putting it on this system.
Anyway. It is,
newer
Battlefield 4.
Older games if possible. Switch it up. So what newer games are there? Are you talking about like going down the Steam list and just grabbing a newer game? Something that people haven't done much?
There's a lot. I mean, if you're part of Epic, there's a lot of free games, right? And there's games in there. We could pick one that neither of us really played that are free and go head to head and we're both lost.
That'd be kind of cool.
There's that option. So if you guys, anyway, the idea is you guys comment, you guys tell us what to play and how you want us to do it. Enemies or whatever. And we'll probably do something fun, like if there's, a way to...
I know what to do, Paul. I know what to do. I know what to do. We will create a list of viewers, and then we will split the list down the middle. We will have a prize for the team that wins. So it'll be team you, team me, and if that now there might have to be now or a prize for most kills if we're playing cooperative, something like that. That'd be kind of fun.
Okay. That's
for $29.99, but Warzone is free to play. Yeah, he doesn't like Warzone for some reason. I honestly don't know what the difference is.
Warzone is absolute garbage. Yeah, I hate it.
I believe you. I've played it. To me, okay. I feel the same about Warzone that I do about every freaking first-person shooter, and that goes even all the way back to like Grand Theft Auto. Okay, it's always the same. The repetition is what kills me. The over and over and over the same thing. It gets old. So I like stuff that keeps you on your toes. You don't really know what's about to happen.
Something keeps popping up in my system. It just showed up in the stream even. It just goes whoop and it's gone. I got to figure out what's going on there. Something's a runaway in my... There's a little critter running around inside my system, I think.
Well, yeah. Why did you break it?
Oh, I think it knows the Threadripper's coming.
Oh, possibly.
Right? It knows the Threadripper's coming, and Project Ripper is going to get so much attention that this system is starting to say, screw you, man.
Project Ripper. Sounds like a bad date night. All right, let's see.
It's going to be a bad date night with me, the LGH, a bunch of bad date nights building Project Ripper live for you guys to make fun of.
Let's see. So what's this thing called again?
Coming soon.
Call of Duty...
Cold War. I was already told not to buy the newest one now because it's absolute crap.
So Call of Duty BO4 MW2CR. What the hell is all this? Oh, BOCW. Cold War, I'm assuming?
Sure.
I don't know. It all looks the same.
Gotta go, guys. Have a good stream. Yes, Geometry. Oh, Geometry, I had a real quick question, if you're still there. You said that you do web page or web design or something. Does that mean you do web pages?
Uh-oh. Looks like future business. All right. Look at that crap. Warzone is a fun battle royale. Yeah, it is, Anthony. But, like I said, for me, it's It's that repetition. It drives me crazy.
Okay.
I've got to have some variety. The reason my big games are real time strategies, although I will tell you, I have started to really get into some of the survival games.
No
Um,
problem.
the yeah, yeah, no kidding. Um, they're actually a lot of fun because you never know what's going to happen every single time. It changes every time you play a new game, and I do kind of like that too.
I got one for you.
What?
All right. So I am a big strategy guy too. From Command and Conquer, Total Annihilation, everything all the way up through. We could do Total Annihilation.
We could do that.
Total Annihilation should be free somewhere.
Yeah. Well, if we're gonna do
Um,
that, why don't we do? We could do like that, and then maybe do like a retro night, something like Stronghold Legends. Go back into the
I
days.
probably do actually have Stronghold.
Yep, because that was one of the best strategy games ever made. So that's another option.
Mm,
We could do
I think
Diablo.
Red Alert. I think Red Alert 2 to me was my all-time favorite RTS.
We could do Diablo.
Mm. You know what? If you're gonna go Diablo, here's what I would say to go. I would say we play, but this would have to be for points at this point because we'd be on the same team, and that would be. Oh, come on! What the beep 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 beep. Let me just check GOG.
Let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of games that we could play.
Titan Quest. Titan Quest. That's what it is.
Wow, Luke loves Titan Quest.
Titan Quest is amazing. That
Yeah.
is a great. Like I never really liked Diablo, but Titan Quest, you got that same type of idea, just better.
Okay.
And I think GOG has it on sale for like $6 Canadian.
Well,
the anniversary edition. And I've been looking for someone to play that with.
Leisure Suit Larry. I'm down.
Yeah, who said that?
I love Leisure Suit Larry. That was Jeff.
You know, I have the original big boxes.
Yeah, so do I. So in fact, on the latest Raspberry that I built, the latest image actually has all of the Leisure Suit Larrys on it.
Oh, that is sweet.
I had to have them, dude.
Never heard of Titan Quest? Dude, look it up.
The way you enter the Titan is badass, dude.
And that didn't even sound right.
Yeah.
He said, Titan, enter. Okay. Oh, boy. I gotta get myself back to normal here for a second. I can't even remember what the hell I was talking about anymore. I'm lost. That just... Titan.
What about Grounded?
Not something I think I'd ever get into.
Have you ever tried it?
No, and that gives you too much of an advantage.
Well, no, because you can play co-op.
Oh, is that a game you'd have to buy?
Probably.
See, that's a game I would probably never ever play. I did look it up. I did.
If I have to buy a first-person shooter, you got to play something I want.
If you're buying a first-person shooter, then that's different.
That would be
okay.
Warzone.
Then I'm going to be fair.
Or not Warzone, but the other one, yeah.
Cold War. Yeah, me and Jeff play Cold War a lot.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm downloading all the Blizzard updates and all that stuff. I'm BattleNet rather. So
the only thing you don't want to do when you're playing Call of Duty, like any Call of Duty, I think now. Don't do a video card driver update before you're going to play. If you're going to do a video card driver update, do it when you're not going to play or before you know you're going to play and let it do its friggin' update stuff.
Yeah,
it's got to go through the whole entire video card re-rendering so the game is optimized for your damn driver.
Right. What game is boring, Steve?
What game's boring?
And Jeff, Paul needs to do another bed level video?
Why?
Yeah.
You like watching me level a bed? Okay, tell me why I have to do... what, Jeff's over there? He hasn't come over here.
Yeah, well, he knows where the cool guys hang out. So he's over here with me.
You can't take what I said earlier. Yeah, so why do I have to make another bed leveling video? Just curious. And why isn't it 250,000 views already? Just curious.
250,000 views.
Do you see the friggin' hits on bed leveling?
Yeah.
Oh my god. There was a guy with nothing for, I think he had 33 subscribers and 250 views.
You could
250,000.
probably legit make a short on bed leveling. Oh,
It would
speaking
have
of
to
which, I'm going to be shooting my first short this week, Paul. I've never done one before, but I had the funniest idea to do a quick short.
I did one, and
let me know
it
what
did
you
okay.
think about this one. You're going to laugh your ass off. I have all the King's Quest on there too.
Yeah, I have the King's Quest.
Yep. That was one that I was also working on. You never heard of what, Beatdown? You said you never heard of it?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I never heard of it. Oh no.
Black Ops goes on sale for $29.99. All right, well, I'll tell you what. The next time Anthony Black Ops goes on sale for $30, I will definitely buy it. I just can't see throwing $60 away on a game like that I'm going to play only once in a while.
Play War Thunder together.
War Thunder?
You want people to fall asleep while we're playing?
That game's pretty boring.
That's, I mean, it's okay. It's a fun game, but I don't think it's a game that's going to keep entertaining anybody.
But he says you need to do a bed leveling video with a Creality printer. Clearly, Jeff, you've never been on my channel.
Wow.
That's
hurtful.
I've got Ender 3 bed leveling videos.
That is hurtful. You don't like my ANET printer? They're all the same, buddy. They're all the same.
Yeah.
What I showed in that video is the exact same principles you would take and do on your Ender.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, the only difference between the two of them, Paul, the Ender 3 you can get on Amazon. The ANET you get out of the average Crane machine in an arcade.
That's weird because my ANET came from Amazon.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm not going to lie, I had my share of problems with it.
Oh, Jeff said he shared out your video on social media. That would be a first because no one's ever done that for me.
Well, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, that was pretty
Hopefully you're a social media guru.
Yeah, Jeff.
And I'm going to see 1 million views.
$1 million. Oh, God. You know that Jeff is the only one watching my channel right now?
That's really sad.
It is extremely sad. I'm going to get on Lloyd's ass.
It's a good thing he's not over here then, because then you'd have 0.
Yeah, I'd be all lonely as usual. But
this is how bad we suck, right?
But for reference, guys, I am going to be streaming the game again. So you guys got to watch that.
Play who can make their lights go on and off. Their SUV, like hitting it like the Fonz, LOL. Okay, there's a reason why I said that. My SUV. And I'm going to blame General Motors for this.
Oh, boy.
Because I'm a Dodge man. Okay? And, yeah, my screen just did that glitch again. So there's something weird going on since last night. I got to lay off watching all those bad videos. So...
you are now.
Yeah. So I am now busted. So this SUV I bought... So when I got my King Shepherd, okay, my dog... I didn't want him in my car. My car is special to me. I own a 300S that I got it custom ordered. The car's worth too much. The leather's too nice. I don't want my dog to destroy the car or even have hair in the car. Okay, so I went out and I bought an SUV cash.
Now
okay,
right.
So I sunk $5,000 into a 2008 Saturn Outlook, the big one, right? And basically, it's the GMC Acadia and the Buick, whatever the hell it is, the big one. So it's a fair-sized vehicle. Sadly, I like it. It's fully loaded. It's an XR. It's got everything in it. It has 6-stage heated seats. It's ridiculous.
Why sadly?
But, here's the but. Now, this thing's almost hitting 300,000 K, and it's running like perfect because that 3.8 from GM, I'm going to not knock that motor. That's a good motor. But the signal mirror and the one signal on the front of the truck on the driver's side, not signal, the signal works. You know that little tiny orange light, the marker light that's next to your headlight?
Yeah.
I have to hit the vehicle for it to come on. So I walk up and go, hey, and the light comes on.
Oh,
And if I hit it right, the signal mirror works too.
shit. I couldn't do that. If I hit it, the car would slide sideways a foot. You wouldn't want that.
Oh my God, what a herky rock there.
Lloyd said,
Oh,
God,
wow.
oh my God, a Tesla.
A Tesla.
Tesla.
Yeah. So yeah, I have to hit my car or my truck to have that little light come on. And it's only because I'm one of those guys that it really, or get him to hit it. Yes, I have my brother hit it too when he's coming in the vehicle. I'm like, hit that side, will you? But it's the, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, if that means anything the right way I'm trying to say it. But I have a problem with things not working. A huge problem. I'm trying to let it go on this truck because it's an '08. It's got 300,000 on it. I paid $5,000 by the time I put new tires on it, fixed the air conditioning, and so on.
Right.
And it's in really good shape. I mean, the machine looks almost new still. I'm really, really shocked. It's so comfortable to drive, and it's a great winter vehicle because I don't have to drive my car in the snow, which is great. Unlike you Texans down there that don't get any.
Why is there a butt coming?
I want to fix it. Oh, and there's one more thing.
Uh-huh.
You know the motorized mirrors?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the one on the passenger side that has a signal light that works, it will go in and out. The one on this side goes crack, 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 crack. And then I have to redo my motorized mirror inside because it throws everything off.
Let's see. Shared your video to Fake Book Gab.
What?
What is...
Not sure if anyone asked before, but how did you guys meet? I'm going to let John answer that.
That's an interesting question. Yeah. When I ran into him, it was weird. I was actually just browsing Facebook when I first started my channel. And actually, I was going to point this out anyway, because when I hit the 80 sub mark, I mean, 80 subs, and I was so excited. The reason I got back into my channel was a channel called the 8-Bit Guy. And a lot of you guys may or may not know him. If you're into retro stuff, he was a big one. Well,
I tried watching him the other day. I couldn't do it.
You know,
he built that new studio.
He's pretentious, but
he's weird.
He is a little weird. But before that, if you ever want to see something interesting, Paul, I know this is off subject, but go get off of his newer stuff. And he had a channel out. Go to his channel list, and he had one called Awesome Air Guns. And he is a huge gun guy. And I'm not talking about like pellet guns. I'm talking about like rifles and pistols and a huge Second Amendment guy, which you never.
He looks like he'd fall over if he shot it.
Which it's weird because the stuff he was demoing, you look at it, and you go, dude, that looks nothing like you. But yeah, it is cool. But at any rate, back to it. So Paul, I saw him. He wasn't even monetized yet. I think he had like 800 subs or something like that. And I was
in the 800s.
And I was trying to get a hold of now. Okay, granted, I'd sent a couple emails to the 8-Bit Guy, and occasionally he would respond back. But it was kind of like one of those, well, here's a little bit of advice. Now get away from me, kid. You bother me. And I remember sending an email to Paul, and he started just talking to me, and we started talking back and forth about the channel. He's the only YouTuber that ever actually engaged. You guys know that on my channel, I engage everybody. So if somebody comments, I'm going to engage in the comment. I'm going to talk, and we're going to continue a conversation. He's the only one that did. So that was, God, that was like 2 years ago, wasn't it? That was a long-ass time ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
But that's how I met him. I just ran into him one day and saw one of his videos and went, shit, I'm going to send this guy an email. Oh, and then, no, it was about products. Remember the first, I was like, how did you get these products you're doing the reviews on? Because I was buying them all. Little did I know, we're still buying them all.
Oh yeah, so, a lot of people don't get that. There is a lot of free stuff, but there is a lot. 90%, well maybe 80% now. 80% I pay for. Okay, or I pay something for it.
I condone you breaking his nose again.
Yeah, I think so too. Right?
You've been reading it?
We met at a swingers bar.
Go above that.
Go above the swingers bar. Where are we here? Punch it, Steve. Punch it.
Just below that.
Oh yeah. I still not opened.
Yeah.
I left that in hide.
Yeah, probably better. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve. We're not putting your nanal word out for the public to view. Sorry. I seen that and I just let it stay there. Yeah. So what happened was he contacted me.
Oh,
I
Gab.
talked back. See,
Thank you, Jeff.
I am the type of person that if you message me one way or another, I'm going to talk to you. Okay. And I know, who knows, down the road, if I ever get bigger, that it's going to be hard to do, but I will try. And when he messaged me, I mean, I was still, I was just going to be like the holy cow, I'm going to hit 1,000. That was the mentality. Like I'm growing, and cool. Somebody's looking up to me. Like that made me feel good. It didn't make me feel like, oh, F off. I don't want to make you big, or make you bigger, or that's just stupid. And the bigger guys, they think that way. They're like, instead of taking them under their arm or wing or whatever you want to call it, why not embrace the fact that somebody looks up to you and work with them? And I thought that way, and I had some YouTubers helping me, because the small YouTube army, as you call it, the small YouTube army, it's big. And the problem is, people start leaving it as they get bigger, okay? And that causes a problem down the road, because they forget where they came from. They forget that John was my buddy, but I'm at 1 million subscribers now, and he's only at 500,000. Fuck, that's stupid.
It makes no
That's
sense.
stupid. Right.
Well, and I understand not being able to respond to people when you get to that size. But at the
Yes.
end of the day, a lot of these guys, it doesn't take a lot. If you get 100 people that ask questions on a video, a majority of those are going to be the same question asked a different way. So answer it. Just answer it in general. That's the best way to do it. But the interaction, if somebody sends you a direct email and asks you a question and you don't respond, that's just a dick move.
Yeah.
Or you just try to brush them off. That's a dick move too. I mean, that's if they're caring enough to do it. And yes, Lloyd, you should have. The reviews on Amazon are great, but you got to get out there, man. You got to put yourself in front of that camera. Don't be scared. It ain't going to bite you, contrary to popular belief. It will not bite you.
Hey, you were the special Santa guest on the last episode.
Yes, you were. Now, Steve, I'm pretty much convinced he'd bite you. So
my brother?
Your brother.
Yeah, he would bite. Yeah, he would bite me.
I think he would bite you. Who was that you tried to do your podcast with originally that kept having like family members and dogs and all that shit running behind him as he was shooting the video?
Oh, that was Jeff. That was Jeff.
Was that Jeff?
That was Jeff.
All right.
that was funny. Like one time we're chatting away and his wife is just standing there eating or something at the background.
That was so funny. I sat there watching. I kept like, I'm watching a video and I'm looking past him to see what was going on in the background.
My brother says he'll be a guest. That's what we need now.
Yeah,
telling all the truth. Telling
all the
lies.
Yeah, to bring him on, we're gonna have the kill switch. Beep. Beep.
Yeah. Oh, let's mute him.
God.
So, guys, also moving on, I'd like to know what we can do more of, like to make this even better. I know we have some plans, and my screen just did it again. I'm going to see it happen here in a second, and because of the delay. But I just, we need help too, because we want you to be engaged, and it looks like we're getting engagement with our regular group here. But I want that engagement to grow, of course, like anybody does.
Yeah.
I mean, John and I both would love this to become a big thing.
Yeah. Jeff said that he had just shared the videos out on Facebook and Gab. I don't know about Paul, but I'm also posting on Rumble. So
I was.
Okay.
And it doesn't do much.
It doesn't do jack, but it's all about exposure. So the more we put this crap out there, everything that's out there, it's going to take one hit. And once it hits, it'll take off in all these places. But if you guys really want to help us seriously, the sharing the videos, that really, really helps.
Really helps. Hitting like, being subscribed, commenting after the video. Believe it or not, really commenting is huge.
It is.
People don't think it, but how YouTube shares and does everything, and we're not saying this because we're not getting the views we want or anything. We're too small to care about that right yet. What we're trying to get at is you don't get bigger without it. So when people don't hit like or dislike, because you can dislike us, that's fine. YouTube does not put us in the running. So if someone's looking for a podcast, I don't even know what to say right now.
Jeff said to be more mobile and walk around. I'm being more mobile.
Huh? All I see is the booby bounce. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh.
There you go, Jeff. More mobile.
Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh God.
Yeah, thanks, Beatdown. I think we deserve more too. It's like, you put. I don't know if any of you guys are YouTubing, and if you are, please let us know because
if you
we
are,
will go watch you
and
we will subscribe to you,
and we may bring you on as a guest. I am totally cool with that.
Absolutely. And even if you're not, and you want to be on as a guest because you think you can add something once in a while, go ahead, message us.
Everybody,
but what
except for Steve.
Yeah, everybody except for Steve. The thing I want to get at though is, if you are a YouTuber, all we can do is help each other. That's it.
That's it.
And what happens. Like, I remember when John first messaged me, like he said, he was about 80 subs or whatever, 88 subs.
I couldn't believe 80 people wanted to watch me.
I know, and I was so excited to hit 100. Mm-hmm. And when I hit 1,000, I almost fell out of my chair, Yeah. And now I'm about to hit 4,000, and then 5. I just want one of them damn 100,000 silver plaques on my wall just to say I did it.
I am going to
print, I did it.
When I hit 10,000, I am going to print my own. Because
you send me the PDF or the whatever.
They used to do that. There used to be a 10,000 sub when it was a bronze plaque.
Yes, and it's gone.
And those cheap asses got rid of it. So I'm going to make my own. I almost made 1,000, dude. I was excited, but
I want to say something because I'm so ecstatic about this, guys. 4 or 5 days ago, my channel has done over 1 million views. Jeff,
for you, next week on the podcast, here's what I'm going to do. Paul, this is for Jeff.
This is for Jeff.
I'm
sending your stuff out this week.
I am going to be Discording from my cell phone. I will set it up right here, and he is going to stream the video. He will be streaming this on his channel. And as we're doing it, I will move around the flea market. I'll move around the studio and I'll move around the flea market so you can see exactly where I'm broadcasting from and get an idea of kind of what I do around here. So I'll walk around the 3D printer farm out there. I'll walk around the game systems. I'll do all of this just because you requested it. And then what I'll do is when we're done, I'll repost his video on my channel so we'll have it. Does that sound pretty cool? That's something totally different, right?
Yep. Another thing, I will be doing the video game room tour. You guys have asked. I'm going to do it.
You need to start gaming. You need to start gaming.
Yeah, and then I'm going to also the Vitesse chairs that are ever so popular on my channel. I'm going to do an over-a-year review because everybody's asking. And I don't know why, but that video has both 2 videos of it so far have exploded to the point where they paid for my chairs. And I bought those chairs. They weren't sponsored.
Good.
And that company should start looking at me at this point. This is the sad part, right? You're like, wow, man, I've sold about 32 of those chairs from my video. And I know because they're in my Amazon store. So I know when someone buys them.
Jeff, that's what I'm going to do, dude. That's for you. You asked for it. That's what you're going to. And Paul, have you noticed? Okay. I kind of was a little worried because of my 6 biggest videos. Of my 6 biggest that I've ever done, 5 of them are pepperball guns. That was never what the channel was supposed to have been. But then I thought about this. The thing is, since the name of my channel is Complete Technology Solutions, right? That does not mean computers. It means any technological solution for anything that you need. It just happens to be one for self-defense. And these guys, I think I may be this close to a sponsorship, that close. So
I agree, and it's a niche you found.
It's so fun.
Like when I launched that quadcopter video there 3 weeks or whatever ago, and it's at 4,000 views already. And I think I've made enough to pay the helicopter off.
Really?
And and I'm like, what the hell? But I am the last game hunter, and to me, that kind of stuff is a game to me, right? It's not something I'm going to put on my channel a lot.
There it is, man.
But I just want to be able to do things that I enjoy, and I want you to enjoy them because I enjoy them, because a channel, in the utmost, anything about it is for me. And I hope that you enjoy it, because I'm doing what I want to do.
Steve wants you to get
And
the shadow off the chair.
the shadow off the chair is my big cat. 30-pound cat. Big Black Panther looking thing. I will show you guys when I do the tour.
Paul, that's what we need to do. I'll do this next week, but I think in a future one after that, you should do the same thing. That way
So you want me to
shoot it off your
promote?
phone. Shoot it off your phone. I'll stream it. So we'll be on Discord. I'll stream it on my end. And as we're doing it, you just move around the room. Move around to your studio, move into your game room, just wander around. Let people know that kind of humanizes us a little bit too. Because there's a lot. This place is a lot bigger than it looks in this video. And you ask Lloyd, he's seen it for real. This is a very large room that I'm in. And this wall is massive. It looks a lot smaller than it actually is.
Not mine.
Well, his.
You'll be shocked with the amount of equipment that's in here and the size of this room. My brother knows. I can touch the walls on both sides here almost.
Okay, before we wrap it up, Paul, pick a board. Just tell me right or left.
Let's go right. And I'm going to say the board just next to the pole that's beige.
Next to the pole? This one right here?
Yep.
Oh, Lloyd, you want to identify that? That came out.
Come on, Lloyd.
He knows what it is. That came out of my dad's 1959 ham radio he had.
Ooh.
Yeah, and what happened was when he was working on it one day, and he decided that he could fix it himself. And he did. He did fix it. The problem is it had one of those old brown cords from the 60s. You remember those things? And
caught on fire?
When he plugged it in, the entire thing went up in flames. Boof. So
yeah, sounds like he fixed it.
It sat in our garage for 30 years under an old tarp, and I found it one day, and I broke it all apart because it was all disgusting and destroyed, and I threw the board in the thing. That's exactly what that one is. That's pretty cool, right?
That is cool. That is cool. So, guys, I'm excited about. I just want to say a recap on there. I have well over 1 million views as of 4 days ago.
Beat down.
And, yeah. I did it. So the beauty of it is YouTube actually contacts you, and they put a post right in your. So if I go to my, I'll tell you exactly, because it was really, really exciting, and I never thought anything of it until they told me. So I'm going to go to manage my videos.
How did you find
it?
Yeah.
So dashboard.
Yep.
And was it dashboard?
I don't know.
Oh, they take it away? Hold on. Maybe it's not there anymore? Maybe it's on my main machine and not this one?
Well, I mean,
I
could look at Telebuddy and tell too, but...
But anyway, like, yeah, if I go to any of those things like he's talking about, VitQ or whatever it is I use, it'll tell you that I'm over a 1 million viewed YouTuber. And that, to me, was an amazing feat.
Do you know when I determined that I was actually a YouTuber, Paul?
When did you determine you were a YouTuber?
The first time I got any money from doing the video. It's like an artist being paid for their art.
Oh, so what you do...
No matter how little it is.
Yeah, no. So go to your analytics, right? And then hit lifetime.
Where is lifetime?
And I have... Wow. So I was at 1,004,000 or 3,080 something or whatever. I am now at 1 million. This is 4 days now. 1,006,447 views so far.
Where are you seeing lifetime?
Right over to the right.
Okay,
up top.
I'm
under advanced mode.
Okay, hold on.
You'll see it doesn't say lifetime.
Mode. Okay, under advanced
No, don't hit advanced mode. You got 28 days, and then go to lifetime. Oh. So you guys can, if you're YouTubing, you can check this.
Let's see what I've got. I have 161,440 views. That's a lot of friggin' views. Your channel's older than mine.
Yep, yep. I got at least a year on you.
Yep.
And I'm over 1 million views, 42.9
Wow.
thousand watch hours.
Paul, do you realize that even though my channel started in 2018, I didn't start getting hardcore views until January of 2020. So that is January.
Yeah, I started in 2018. Now. My first video was 2019.
Yeah, mine.
So I'm newer than yours.
Back then.
Oh, I'm newer. Anyway, this is.
Right.
Hey, here as well, Jeff P. Thank you. FYI, that's happiness. So yeah, so that's just a little thing for you. You can actually, if you are a YouTuber, go into your analytics, check your lifetime. It might shock you. Now, for me, I never bothered to check lifetime. YouTube came up because I guess the 1 million views is a milestone, and they wanted to flash it in my face. They said, "Congratulations, you have hit this whatever." And I looked, and I'm like, 1 million? What the hell are they talking about? And then I go and I click it, and I'm like, oh my god! I've done over almost 4,000 views since that day. It's impressive. I'm very happy. It does mean my old videos are being watched. That's what it means, because my new ones sure as hell aren't.
Yeah, no shit.
Right? But anyway, it is what it is, right? And that's just it. And I mean, we could babble on about YouTube analytics and keywords and things all you want till you're blue in the face. I've noticed that since I've been using the thing to help me with keywords, my views have been less than the keywords I would have done. So how do you friggin' win? I don't know.
But
I need your help to start my channel. Of course I'll help you, Steve. I already said I would. You could play a whole bunch of that tank game and get a bunch of 2 subscribers. Logo.
A bunch of minutes of watch time.
Yeah, a bunch of 2 subscribers. Yeah. He does do that trucking simulator too, and that seems to get a lot of views. I don't know why,
loves that trucking simulator.
Yeah, I don't. It must be all the old people like Santa and stuff use.
Yeah, there you are. So.
But anyway, he wants to go live, and I need to do a whole pile of work still. Many of you don't know, but I'm an independent. I'm not a contractor. I own my own company, and I'm a computer wholesaler. And today was one of those days, like I still got to find 25 laptops for a guy. So today is one of those days where things, I guess you could say, hit the fan, and I got to, get some stuff still done and move on, because I still got to pay the bills, because right now, YouTube ain't.
Are you going to be on the stream for a little bit?
I can try.
Be there for a second.
All right.
All right.
Okay, guys, till next time, I just want to say, oh, you know something? I didn't roll the intro. Just 1 second. See if the intro even works. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, you're not seeing that on my channel, guys. I'm seeing it on his. It's over.
It's over.
And there it is again. And now it's over again.
I did it again for fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, I have an intro. Actually, it was supposed to be, we have an intro.
Well, it will be next week the way we're streaming it. So
I do a lot of ATS. It's fun. Yes, Lloyd, it is.
Yep. But
there you go. Now you guys can have your little conversation and fight.
All right, guys.
No similar games.
Come see me at the burger farm. We're going to start it here in just a minute and see how far
He's gonna flip some of them rotten damn ass burgers.
Ooh, they're gonna be good.
And I just want to shoot the people that don't get cheese on them.
Dude. Couple of those things, especially when you work your ass off to complete order and then your shift ends, you just want to throw the whole bag through the window.
I was getting a kick out of that. He'd be like, where'd you go?
Oh,
I have your food.
Oh, God.
Hello.
And then that furry bastard kept moving, and I know he's going to keep moving. I don't like him.
I just don't get what the hell's supposed to happen in the game.
I don't either. It's like it's leading to something. Like
But you'd think it would lead up to it sooner.
I fought a big pig thing that blew a hole in his stomach. That's pretty cool.
I did see that. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. And then you walk through it.
Yeah, and guys, listen. Let me know if the lag goes away, because we're doing OBS tonight, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he wants to see that. That's I don't know if because you got way more than enough internet there to be streaming. There's no if it was lagging, it would be lagging now. That's the part that I don't get.
Yep.
right? So anyway, one more time on the intro. No problem. I can do that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Flip, flip.
There you go.
Flip it around. Flip.
Yeah,
down.
one more time on the intro. Yeah. I'll still need to get some of the downloads. Yeah, so, and that's another thing. I find that we can make ourselves look a lot better just by having little intros like that and so on. It just blows people's minds, where the point you're like, I'm a big YouTuber. When you're nothing. You're just a little guy. But guys, thanks for watching us little guys.
That's
Until
right.
next time, and if you're going to go see him stream,
Yep.
that is for you guys to go and watch him stream. Link for his channel, of course, is in my comment section down below, because I don't know if his video is going live immediately, because
about 2 minutes. I got to hit the restroom and then change the lighting.
Change the lighting because he wants to be scary.
No, I want to be scared. These are new headphones. They should. This ought to be cool.
Scary.
That's pretty damn scary.
Yeah, see, it's just my face. Anyway, there we go. Let's call it a night, and thank you for watching. And guys, thank you.